When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Maryland's offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have its first possession of the game. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty good.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers and the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Give to the running back. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Baker. Powers through. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Price. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him...
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Boilermakers have pushed it inside the 20. The option look. Now the toss. Hard running there. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back in the territory. pair up an offense ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Illegal block. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Here we go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll immediately call timeout. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Baker. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Purdue! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Runs through the tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Quarterback making checks. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got him in the flat. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Baker. To the 10. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to